GMO Tuesday. It's GMO Tuesday, and you know, we lost just a monster rock and roller, Tom Petty. 40 years, man. Am I that freaking old? Holy Toledo! Holy Toledo! This was his last live performance, ladies and gentlemen, the encore. Hey, and he was just an American guy who told us like it was, huh? What a talent. Thanks for the memories, Tom. R.I.P., my good man. Almost all the traveling Wilburys are gone. They're traveling. They're traveling. Keep them in your prayers. Keep them in your prayers. I played that, and we'll get to All-American Girl in just a little bit here. I'm washing dishes. I got to turn the water off late. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. I forgot I was washing dishes. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, non-GMO food. Non-GMO food. You got a non-GMO food need for your critters? How about you want organic feed for your critters? Foothill Feed Mercantile in the Reno, Nevada area, 775-852-0999. Hey, she'll get you taken care of. She will get you taken care of. All-American Girl. All-American Girl. I want you to tell, come on. Fellas, tell me. That is an All-American Girl. Ladies and gentlemen, Carey Gillam, Whitewash. What have I been telling you for a long time? What have I been saying? What have I been saying? This book just got published a couple weeks ago. But what have I been saying for I don't know how long? We have an entire generation of scientists taught and raised on Monsanto science. Whitewash. The story of a weed killer, cancer, and the corruption of science. The corruption of science. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not know Carey Gillam, Kansas girl, All-American Girl, Kansas girl, heart of wheat, the wheat land, the bread basket, whatever they call that farming area. She's a Kansas girl. But I have been saying for many years that the science on this stuff that we're being heard from in public from renowned scientists with PhDs and all these fancy letters after their names has been tainted. It's been bought. It's been purchased. Just like, who's my favorite politician? Oh, would it be? Could it be? It has to be. Debbie, let me stab my constituents in the back after taking $15,000 from Monsanto. Stab in now. Kid Rock's running against her. Kid Rock's running against her because she stabbed her constituents in the back, took $15,000, pecuniary greed at one of the highest levels of this country. Thank God Hillary Clinton has to go, was not elected, because then it would have been at the highest level in this country. That is graft, ladies and gentlemen. That is graft. I don't care where you put that money. Monsanto would not have had lunch with Debbie if she couldn't do him a favor, and that is graft. Drain the swamp. Drain the swamp. It's all part of drain the swamp. But Carey, and of course, she's going to be discredited. 25 years, this girl. 25 years. She only looks 25 years old. How? She only looks 20. How could she have a career for 25 years? Are you kidding me? Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. She's a non-GMO girl. I don't want all them GMO guys wanting to come over and get the non-GMO girls because they're just too pretty to let go. They gotta stay on the non-GMO side, guys. If you're a GMO fella like GMO Roberts, you stay over there with them GMO girls. You can't be looking at our pretty non-GMO girls. GMO Roberts. 25 years, this girl has been reporting, kind of focused on environmental journalism. She's an investigative journalist, but over the 25 years, she's with Reuters, Huffington Post, every place she's worked, she has come across, she's documented, and she's been doing Whitewash is a story of 20 years of corrupted science, of how it got polluted. How it got polluted. I'm not going to write a book or get famous. I'm not that pretty. I'm not. But I call it pecuniary greed. Pecuniary greed. Monsanto has tapped into a raw element, just a raw emotion in the nature of the beast. Everybody has a price, they say. Everybody has a price, they say. Everybody has a price, they say. Keep in mind, why this book is coming out, there's a big push right now. A big push to throw whatever regulations there is in GMO away. Hello? Let me see. Whatever regulation there is on GMOs away. Does that mean we throw Monsanto away? They're the ones that made the regulations. For crying out loud, they bought the FDA, the EPA, and the USDA. But, Miss Gillam, Carey, I got to ask you, young lady, I got to ask you. You're on Twitter. You can find Carey on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter, Alladay LLC, at the Alladay LLC. Just at Alladay LLC. That's me on Twitter. Okay, Carey, I'm going to ask you, Miss Gillam, please join my Twitter campaign. You probably have 150 billion followers, more than I do. But can you help me out, young lady? Would you please help me out? Every day I Twitter to Mr. President, Mr. Donald J. Trump. I Twitter to his wife. I Twitter to the EPA, Mr. Pruitt, to Mr. Sonny Perdue, the USDA. Every day I Twitter them, I tweet them, I send it out. Please get the poison out of our food. I have yet to ask anybody, tell me yes. I've yet to have anybody say yes, I want poison in my food. There is so much poison in the food, Ben & Jerry's has had to come out with a special. Isn't that special? Isn't it special of Ben & Jerry's to come up with an ice cream that they want us to buy, a food product they want us to buy that doesn't have poison in it? Let that sink in. They're going to come up with a special ice cream that doesn't have poison in it and sell it to us for a higher price than the one with the poison. I give up, ladies and gentlemen, I give up. In the description, there are a ton of leaks, of course, making the news. Honey, they're finding honey tainted at such an alarming rate with glyphosate and other neonicotinoids. Come on. How did they get so deep? I mean, when they talk drain the swamp, I don't think Donald Trump can do it in 8 years. Someone's got to pick the torch up for him in 8 years. Because it ain't gonna, that's how deep it is, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's really deep. And I'm gonna wrap around to something at the very end of today's piece. Then you're gonna call me crazy, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it in just a bit here. And of course, chlorpyrifos. There's petitions for that in the link in the description. Carey Gillam in the description. In the description, her website link is in the description, and you can just, hey, gorgeous smile, gorgeous girl, non-GMO, wealth of information on that website, ladies and gentlemen. Go check her website out. Go check the website out today. Fish farms are in the news again. Why? Because all the fish got bugs on them. All the fish got bugs on them. All kinds of bugs. I'm betting they got funguses on them too. I'm betting they got like ick and dropsy and all kinds of weird funguses going on. Think about this for just a minute. All summer long, man, Billy and Susie, man, they're running around in the yard. They're playing with all the kids in the neighborhood. They're all good. It's all good. They go back to school. They sit in a classroom with 35 kids. They come home with cold and the sniffles. So what do you think is going to happen when you take a tub of water that can comfortably seat 30 fish and they put 300,000 fish in there? They're all pooping, they're all peeing in the water at a rate they can't filter. What was that line W.C. Fields said? "Hello, sir, would you like a glass of water?" "Hell no, fishes in it." Fishes F in it. He didn't want no water. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. When you're buying that Atlantic salmon, that GMO Atlantic salmon, that's being sent down to Panama and back. Oh, I can't see anything catastrophic happening with that scenario. To Canada and then sold to people to eat. It come back common sense, ladies and gentlemen. Common sense, common sense, common sense. Somebody else with some common sense, that MDG blogger and the Drop Dead Gorgeous. Zen Honeycutt, both them girls, non-GMO ladies, pretty, what do they say, cute as a bug's ear? Them girls good looking. MDG blogger, she got, what is it, five something you should know. Fellas, go over and check it out, because them girls put that stuff on the website for you. They put it on this website for the fellas, so we know how to, Moms across America, of course, announcing the Monsanto Tribunal, ecocide, Monsanto guilty of ecocide because they have lied. They bought the science. They bought all these complexes. They created all these agencies to smoke screen everybody. The glyphosate deal, everything Monsanto's done since 1917, 1928, ladies and gentlemen, has all been done with smoke and mirrors. And the element of pecuniary greed. The element of pecuniary greed. Lake Tahoe markets, there ain't no glyphosate there. No glyphosate there. Get a load of this link in the description, along with the MDG blogger and Moms Across America. Link in the description. Lake Tahoe markets. Hey, they've adjusted. Now, I don't. It was Monday and Thursday. I do GMO Tuesday. And now it's Tuesday to Friday. I don't know. But you get your order in by Tuesday. It's delivered on Friday. All winter long. Cut it out. LakeTahoeMarkets.com. And they got organic grub. Organic grub, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, there's this big deal about the ideology of something that calls itself a religion. I'm trying to be as diplomatic as I can there, ladies and gentlemen. And that's just how we'll leave it, okay? They will cut your head off if you're a homosexual. They will stone you if you look at another man. They will throw something on your eye or poke you in the nose. if they don't like the way you look today. But people say they have human rights violations all the time. They degrade the women. Okay, but what they won't do is poison their women that they oppress and beat up, or their children, or their fellow man. I'm talking about the six. I'm talking about Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, and Oman have all banned glyphosate. They don't want poison in their country. Neither does the guy that maybe it's... Could it be? Hang on. Wait a minute. Everything else is this guy's fault. Everything else is Putin's fault. Did Trump and Putin collude to get glyphosate banned? Because he won't take it. Putin won't take the stuff either in his country. Did he start something? It's the Russians' fault. I guess Monsanto is... Do you think Monsanto? Do you think they'll cry the Russians did it? Like the Bride of Frankenfood did? We'll find out. We're going to find out. You know where you won't find no Frankenfood? Paula's Healthy Living. You know what? Mind diet. That's all I'm going to say, fellas. Mind diet. Fellas, if you can't figure that out, I keep trying to tell you guys, all these girls, they do this stuff, that's for the fellas, man. Think about it. Mind diet. Go Paula's Healthy Living. You will not go wrong, ladies and gentlemen. You will not go wrong. Awesome. Another drop dead gorgeous non-GMO young lady. She's another one that, I don't know, maybe this non-GMO thing, maybe just healthy eating, organic kind of style of living. Could that have been what Ponce de Leon was looking for? Huh? I don't know. And for those of you who don't know who Ponce de Leon is, go look him up. That's your history lesson today, because that's part of history. You go look him up and you'll understand what I just said. Yes, you will. How about that? Here we go. Along with Monsanto. But we're going to talk. I'm going to use the rest of the time today here to talk about the collusion, the corruption, and what the drop dead gorgeous Carey Gillam brings out in her book, The Corruption of Science. We're going to talk about this for just a minute here. Because now there's critical reviews in toxicology. Link in the description, by the way. It's got a PDF on it that'll blow your hair back. Scientists are demanding, basically. They wrote a letter, but they're demanding a retraction. Downplaying the hazards of glyphosate. Now you're going to start finding, again, I have long since said, scientists like Kevin Folta, Stephen Savage, that claim to do all this wonderful stuff for us. Kevin Folta lying in papers while he's a professor at Florida State. Did your kid go to school there? Monsanto Science. Shh. Monsanto Science. You see what I'm saying? How about in Alabama or South Carolina or Purdue? How about Cornell? Cornell. There's another one. Stanford. Another academic institution that just known for their academia. Destroyed. Monsanto Science. Shh, don't tell nobody. I can tell when I'm debating somebody that has been educated in Monsanto Science, because they leave a lot of common sense issues out of scientific equations. Like evolution. Monsanto Science doesn't exist with Monsanto Science. Don't tell nobody. They're in every science department. They're sponsoring National Academy of Sciences. Science. That sounds very official. Monsanto Science. That's who financed it, was Monsanto. That's what they've done. They have just multiplied the propaganda. Now, every day we keep hearing people, you got people like Kevin Sinapathy, Steve Savage, Kevin Folta. These people have letters after their name lying because Monsanto was able to tap into that inner emotion called pecuniary greed. Sometimes you really got to ask yourself, because I know these people are starting to ask themselves, because the house of cards is starting to fall. And I don't know, I have the a unique ability, because I really kind of focus in another area of the United States, a sector called property preservation, and that's Preservation Thursday, of course, which we'll talk about going out the door today. But there was a name that surfaced over there. Yeah, political name. Political name. That name surfaces over here. And I don't know if it's just me or if everybody else is noticing that the house of cards for the Democratic Party is starting to come apart. And I don't know if anybody is putting the correlating together. The brain of Franken food is Hillary Clinton has to go. Think about it. Just put it together for a minute, and then I want you to sit back, take a deep breath. If you need to take a bong hit, smoke a fat joint, take a drink, I don't care, but I want you to envision yourself in Hunger Games. How do you control people? I'm not saying it was a conspiracy. I'm just saying all these things are coinciding with each other. Why? Why? As more and more unfolds and more of the swamp gets pushed out, we're going to start seeing more and more of America say, hey, you know what? It's time to take the country back, people. You've run roughshod enough. You're going to see people like Maxine Waters get voted out. People like Nancy Pelosi get put on the boat and told to go row somewhere. Dianne Feinstein's another one. And I'm not saying that because they're Democrats. I'm just saying that because they're old fossils. And it's time for a changing of the guard. And it's time to stop what's going on. And the only way that stops is we the people say something. Again, Miss Gillam, I ask, Zen Honeycutt, Ronnie Cummins, MDG Blogger does it with me. MDG Blogger, every day, me and Marla Dawn Gates, the drop-dead gorgeous Marla Dawn Gates from the Keystone State, MDG Blogger, Organics for Green Livings, every day. Mr. President, Mrs. President, Mr. EPA, Sonny Purdue man, the Sonny Purdue, the Pruitt guy, and the USDA. Please get that poison out of our food. And that's where it is. That's where it's ending up. Not only is it ending up on the plants, on the food, in the food, while it's processed, it goes into the dirt, it goes into the water, it kills the fish, it kills the bugs, it kills everything that we need to have a balanced ecology. That's the element Monsanto Science forgets. Shh, don't tell anybody about that, okay? You keep that a secret. Because that's what Monsanto wants you to do. Don't talk about it. Evolution. Any moron could equate, oh, wait a minute, that bug has gotten stronger eating that poison and the poison won't kill it anymore. Maybe I ought not do that. Because it's not nice to fool with Mother Nature. Just some food for thought on GMO Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Hey! Little trick-or-treat candy going on here. Little trick-or-treat. Ladies, I've had fun today. Thanks for letting me clown you. But it's all the truth. You all know it's the truth. Fellas, they're all drop-dead gorgeous. Every single one of them. But they're all good sports about it. They let me have fun. Thank you very large, ladies. If you like what you hear, give us a thumbs up. You got GMO something? You got a question? You got a question for somebody? Put it down in the description. In the description, there's a comment section down below. Make sure you check all this stuff. Links. There's a whole mess of links in the description today, ladies and gentlemen. You'll have a field day. You will have a field day. More fraud on Preservation Thursday this week, ladies and gentlemen. That is just getting insane. Again, a single organization in that sector of our American society controlling and oppressing labor. We're going to talk about that on Preservation Thursday this week, ladies and gentlemen. Like what you hear, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the station. It's all great. Hey, if you can help with a donation, hit the website, say hi. Let's have a great day, and let's all be safe out there.